Hi everyone, it's Miss Amy from the Ridgewood Public Library. Thanks for joining me for story time today. Now, do any of you have sisters at home? Yeah, some of you do. Well, when I was little, I always wanted a sister. I have 3 wonderful brothers, but to me, something about sisters just seemed so special. So today we're going to read a couple of stories about sisters. And the first one I chose is called Meatball. Maple loved her name. When she was still a whisper, her parents planted a tiny tree in her honor. And even though Flavia, Millie Jane, Lena, Lily, and Constance were all good names, Maple was the perfect fit. And as Maple grew, so did her tree. Any guesses as to what kind of tree that is? Yeah, it's a maple tree. Sometimes when Maple was noisy, which was a lot, her parents sent her outside to play. Her tree didn't mind if she was loud. Maple would sing to her tree and sway for her tree and sometimes even pretend to be a tree. On some days when the wind was just right, Maple would simply lie under her tree and its leaves would dance just for her. Then one day, Maple noticed her tree was bare. Maple was worried her tree might get cold. So Maple took off her jacket and gave it to the tree to stay warm. That's silly, right? Sometimes Maple wished she had someone else to play with. The tree wasn't very good at throwing snowballs. She wondered if the tree felt the same way. So Maple introduced her tree to a friend. That friendship didn't last. You see, she made a little snow tree, but it melted. But Maple and her tree still had each other. Through winter and spring. Then one day, something surprising happened. Do you see what that is? A new tree? Then something really surprising happened. Maple became a big sister. Maple tried to be a good big sister. If the baby was cold, Maple gave the baby her hat and gloves. If the baby was lonely, Maple would share her special friends. But Maple couldn't always make the baby happy. And when the baby was noisy, which was a lot, Maple would take her outside to play. And something magical happened. Maple's tree danced for them both. And there was just enough room under the tree for Maple and her little sister, Willow. The end. I think Maple is well on her way to being a great big sister. All right, I have another story about sisters, but I have to warn you, this is very silly. This one's called Philomena's New Glasses. Philomena, Audrey, and Nora Jane were sisters. Philomena was the oldest by 3 seconds. Audrey was the largest by half a pound. And then there was Nora Jane. Philomena had a problem. She had terrible eyesight. A pair of glasses made everything better. See, it says before glasses, after glasses. You see how it's blurry and then much clearer. Now she could see her sisters more clearly. But as soon as Philomena got glasses, Audrey got glasses too. Does she look funny? Yeah. Philomena disapproved. Audrey, you don't need glasses, she said. That's okay, said Audrey. I'll just wear them on top of my head. This worried Nora Jane. She didn't need glasses either, but if her sisters were wearing glasses, then maybe she should too. Now all three sisters had glasses, whether they needed them or not. Not long after, Philomena bought a handbag. It was a good place to keep her glasses. Audrey decided she needed a handbag too. Not to put her glasses in though. Her glasses were always on top of her head. She kept snacks in her handbag. Philomena disapproved, but the snacks were delicious. Good grief, thought Nora Jane. Now I have to carry a handbag too? My arms are too short for this. I'm not even a snacker. Now all three sisters had glasses and handbags, with or without snacks. Not long after, Philomena thought she might like to have a new dress to go with her new glasses and her new handbag. Wow, pretty fancy, right? Not to be outdone, Audrey rushed out and found something to wear too. This is absurd, thought Nora Jane. This dress makes my armpits itch. Now all three sisters had glasses and handbags and outfits, itchy or otherwise. Nora Jane was miserable. She went to talk to her sister. Audrey, she said, I don't need glasses. My arms are too short to carry a handbag and this dress is itchy. Well, Audrey said, my tutu is a little tight, but Philomena really needs her glasses and I use my handbag for snacks. But not everyone needs the same things. And so it was decided that Philomena would keep her glasses, Audrey would keep her handbag for snacks. Everything was fine. Until Nora Jane got a necklace. Do you think it's gonna start all over again? I guess sisters can be a little competitive. Well, those were my stories about sisters. I hope you enjoyed them. I'm so glad you could join me for story time, and I'll see you next time.